on, everybody? Miles Burghoff here, FLW Pro Circuit Angler, and welcome to Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. This is where my wife and I call home now. We moved from California. I've actually been all over the place, but most recently we moved from California over here. Of course, this is kind of the bass fishing mecca. It's a really good central location here in Tennessee, and this is where we call home, man. We're out in the burbs, man. We got this is our first house. We bought this house a little over a year ago. And man, it's just a great turnkey location. Eventually we're going to get a place with a big property and kind of be out by ourselves. But man, I'm digging this house. Come on, check it out. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is this wonderful, beautiful piece of concrete. I never thought I'd be excited about a piece of concrete before, but we just had this slab poured because I've been having a hard time getting the lance on and off the truck. And so I needed a good level spot to do that. So we just had that done. So I'm pretty stoked on that. And speaking of the lance, we're gonna do that first. I think we're gonna talk about the lance first. The lance is pretty much a new addition to my tournament, lifestyle. Last year, after having a good rookie season on the pro circuit, I ended up buying the lance and of course this truck, ran 3500, and man, it has changed my life completely. I mean, for the better, for sure. And so this is it right here. This baby right here, this is a 2017 Lance 975. I did a lot of research on the models I like, and the 975 is the one that I really liked because it has a lot of storage. You can see right here, kind of got this slide out, back. They call it a porch, but it's, you got this landing here. And this right here, this is probably the thing that I'm most excited about this model. Check this out. Look at that right there. We got a full pegboard wall on the back of the camper. And this was actually here to begin with. This is straight from the factory. It's got this pegboard. And this is where I keep all of my Z-Man Elastec baits. And so that I can fill that up before every tournament or every, road trip that I go on. But that thing right there, I love. But let's get inside. So here we are inside the camper. Everybody that I have come check out this camper, they're amazed by how much space these lances have. Of course, this one's got a mega slide on the side, or a super slide, whatever they call it. So you get a lot of space. When it's slid in, it's like there's no space at all. You can't move around in here. But when it's out, man, there's a ton of space. You can't believe that this is in the back of your truck. You got a good kitchen area, got a stovetop, an oven, microwave. We got Bluetooth stereo speakers everywhere. You can choose between the outside speakers, inside, the bed area, and got this nice dinette space right here, which is pretty cool if you're having some people over. And the refrigerator is super nice. Just overall, this place is really just turnkey. As soon as I get to a tournament location, I get to the campsite, drop the camper. I got a hitch extension. I just removed that, and then have the boat behind the truck the entire time. So it's pretty awesome, man. You got this TV. I'm constantly in here watching TV, and a lot of what I'm watching, I've probably watched Bassman. This is one of my favorite documentaries. I probably watched this like a dozen times over the year so far, just four tournaments. But this TV ends up kind of coming out, and you can articulate it any way you want, over there, towards the bed, wherever you want. And then another thing that people are really just amazed with is the size of the bathroom. Come check out the bathroom. It's probably a little messy. It's not bad. It's ready for the road, but you've got a great big countertop. You got the toilet, and you got a shower. Most people are surprised that I actually take a shower in this thing, but I've got plenty of headroom, and I always take the shower in the camper. So it's pretty awesome. We got a queen size bed up here. Got all kinds of skylights, a lot of natural light. man, you got the AC. And the cool thing is, like, if I'm traveling on a long road trip, this is pretty self-contained because I've got Battle-Born lithium batteries that are powering this. I've got 2 of those. I've got solar, and I've also got a generator. If I have to run the AC, I pretty much have to turn the generator on, the propane generator outside. But man, it is just self-contained and ready to roll everywhere I go. All right, so the garage, one of the things when we were looking for houses is I had to measure the dimensions of the garage before my wife even got inside the house. There was no way we were gonna step foot in a house without looking at the garage first. That was the number one thing that we were looking at. And then we had some other boxes to check, but this house right here just had plenty of room. It's 25 foot deep and some change. And so I can put a 21 footer in here. Fits the Z20 just perfect, even with the power poles down. Don't have to do anything really special other than putting the power poles down because of the door. Yeah, it holds the Z20 real well. You can see that I've got all kinds of tools and stuff that I'm constantly working on something. I'm always, either improving the boat or just doing some maintenance or something like that. We just did a video on the oil change on the Mercury Pro XS. So I'm always doing something. I like having a lot of tools. This right here is a new development. Eventually I'm gonna have pegboard everywhere, but this right here, I love pegboard because it's really, really easy to take an inventory of what you have and what you don't. And I keep all of my Z-Man baits, Elastec baits especially, on the wall here. And I've got some of the other baits like the sling blades, but mostly Elastec baits are on this wall, and helps me keep everything organized. I love this thing, man. And I've loved working with Z-Man, and their baits are just phenomenal. So I'm constantly using them on the pro circuit. And then from here, we've got all kinds of storage boxes here. Again, eventually one day I'm gonna have a workshop that I've got all these beautiful metal bins and stuff to keep things in. But for now, I've got this awesome little homemade shelf system, and got all my spare tackle boxes, 3700s. I've got other boxes with things like jackhammers. Come check out that jackhammer box right there. The envy of pretty much everybody that comes here. I got a box of some spare jackhammers. I love those baits. It looks more full than it actually is because most of them are in the tackle boxes. But yeah, so this is where I keep all my spare stuff. Usually when I get a nitro, I end up taking out the rod organizer because I like stuffing as many rods as I can in there. So I take those out and a few other things. So this is kind of the catch-all for all my boating, storage. And then down here is like tools and stuff. And then in the corner we got like a camping corner. And yeah, so we've got to reorganize it. And you guys actually got here at a good time because this right here, this area right here that should be where my wife parks her car, and she'll remind me of that, is usually what we call the box graveyard, the cardboard graveyard, because we get so many packages that the cardboard just stacks up, and I have to like spend an entire day breaking them down and head into the recycling center. Now we just got a few boxes and a big box of fireworks because it is summertime and we're gonna light some fireworks. And we're from California, and we couldn't do that back in California. So let's head on up to the office. Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy? Oh, good morning. Good morning. You guys know Doppler? Go say hi. Go say hi. Oh, boy. Come on, come on. Doppler's my little fishing buddy. He goes out on the lake with me. In fact, here's his life jacket. Yeah. Gotta keep safety first. Come on, buddy. Good boy. All right. So in here, this is kind of a fun little like community area down here. It's our basement. Only bummer is that they only put one plug. Yeah? Only one plug right there. So we've got to get an electrician in here to put in some new plugs. But this right here got a little, it's a mini pool table. Last year with when I was traveling with Rob Jordan and Braxton Setzer, of course I had them stay at my house during the Chickamauga event, and we played this quite a bit. But again, even with this pool table, I wasn't very good, and they were kind of walking circles around me. That's my bad corner right there. That corner, I cannot make a shot very, very well. There's like a little bit of a curve, so it's not perfectly level, but we love it. We like it. It's a talking piece. We got a little workout area back here. You know, try to keep the poundage off, which is hard when you roll your ankle, which I did before the last event. So I haven't been working out much, as you can tell. But yeah, this is kind of our downstairs area. Cool little spot to hang out, work out, hang out with the dog. Good boy. He's a good boy. All right. Whoa. Vocal this morning. All right, so now we're gonna head upstairs. This is where I get all the business done in my office, but you're also gonna walk through the kind of common living space up here. Ooh, Dino. Go get him. So this is the living area. It's pretty nice. It's just a nice little spot to call home when I get back from the tour. But in here is where I really get most of my work done. So this is my office. It's a small office. I got some great natural light coming in. What I end up doing in here, I do a lot of video editing. So I'll use my iPad or my Mac, and we'll do some video editing in here. I got all kinds of camera gear. You can see I got my DSLR on the floor and stuff like that. But I also do a little bit of painting. You can see my easel right here. I've got a blank canvas that I haven't started on anything on yet, but you can see some of the art that I've done in the past. Just recently did this during quarantine. So that's actually my first oil painting. And then these, like this one right here, that's a colored pencil. But so I like to do some art. It kind of runs in the family because this is one of my dad's pieces right here. I think that's an original. So here are my trophies. Some of my trophies. This is the most recent one, right? Well, actually, this isn't the most recent one. The most recent one is right here. 6th place finish on Lake Chickamauga. I always like getting the hardware. But like I've got a lot of my college championship trophies. Got this one right here. This is kind of the kingpin on the trophy ledge here. This is the when we won, my buddy Casey O'Donnell and I won the Boat US National Championship down in Texas. And so you can see I keep all my FLW checks up there too. I do cash those. That would be pretty crazy if I just put them in there and just looked at them all the time. But no, they are cached. But that's where I keep those. And then we got our FLW medallion, the FLW cup. These right here, these are cool. You don't see these very often anymore. I got a bunch of them, but this is from the championships in college fishing back in the day. They used to give us these medallions that are pretty cool. And so I've got a bunch of those. So 2012, man, that brings back some memories because we had a pretty good class of anglers coming from college fishing. I mean, it was like me, Matt Lee, Jordan Lee, Shay Baker, Shane LeHue. There was a bunch of guys that were fishing in that time period. And so we had a pretty good run. In fact, I got a cool little poster here. Let's see if I can get it. I'm gonna put this up someday. Check this out. This is old school right here. Look at that. I'm right there in the center. Jordan Lee is just right of me. Man, that brings back some memories. Check that out. I think that was from somewhere around like 2011, 2010 or something like that. But man, 2011, right there, it says in the corner. But we got a lot of good memories from college fishing. Those were the good old days, I can tell you that. That was taking at Kentucky Lake. Love it, man. I fished by myself in that event. Didn't have a great event, but it was a lot of fun and a great opportunity. Doppler, you getting feisty? You getting feisty? I think it's time for him to go for a walk, but that's pretty much it. We got a simple abode here in Tennessee, and we sure do love it here in Saudi Daisy. And yeah, man, thank you guys for taking the tour with me. I'm gonna see you guys out on the water on the pro circuit. Keep up with me in the next couple events. See you guys later. Come on, Doc.